Hello, my name is Ethan January, and this vlog is going to be something I have been wanting to do for a long time. I'm 18 years old, and I love stand-up comedy. It's my favorite thing to do ever. I don't even look at it as a hobby. I look at it as like my baby. Like this is my baby, and I love it so much. So I want to keep on growing with it and learning about it. So I think my passion project should be me vlogging my week as a stand-up comedian. So I'm going to show you the ins and outs. I'm going to show you all the open mics I go to. I'm going to show you all the awesome people that I meet. We might get some interviews. But yeah, we should get some good stuff going. So we're at the Revival. This is the Monday night show. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Rick McRae. Remember the name.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand up for about 8 years.
What's your opinion about the scene in Edmonton?
I think that the Edmonton comedy scene is probably the best comedy scene in the country. It's stocked full of like talented comedians that really challenge you to try to be your best self when you're performing. It's about as good as I'm going to say it. Yeah.
And what's one piece of advice you'd give to any comedian, new or old?
I would say that when for new or old, it doesn't really matter. I mean, practice being comfortable on stage as much as possible and being present. Being present, I feel, is like where some of the really fun stuff comes from. Like, is a I don't know, just being part of the experience, not just trying to create it. I guess for I don't know how to explain it better.
Okay, and the last question I have for you is what was your favorite show you ever did, and if so, why?
It would be the Blackout Comedy Show at the Moon because there was no power and there's like very limited resources for us to have a show there, and that's definitely one of them. And any show that I ever did at the High Life Social Club in Halifax was very special shows for me, especially the ones that I ran myself. Um, and I've had like shows in illegal weed dispensaries before, so it's like that was one of my first shows that I ever produced on my own, and then found out that I couldn't use the name for that
Um,
anymore. So then, yeah, but yeah, that's a whole other story.
so what's the kind of transition from Edmonton to Nova Scotia based on just like a comedy aspect? Like, what's the difference in your opinion?
There's just more comedians here. There's just more comedians here, and um, there's an industry for comedy in Alberta. Like you have people who are making money every weekend. They're touring with somebody or they're setting up a show that is going to turn into something that's going to be a financial thing for them. I'm not saying that they're not doing that on the East Coast, which I'm sure that they are, but I've been removed from that scene for a very long time. For like the last 4 years, the last time I was part of that scene. So, I mean, you can compare scenes in any way. I mean, but at the end of the day, every scene has their own thing, and every scene is its own thing. If you
Hmm.
get what I'm saying.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Rick. Can we get a bye bye? A bye bye. Just give me a bye bye. Come on.
Bye bye.
Just say bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
This guy's dancing.
Okay.
Okay. So, can you state your name for the camera, please?
Uh, Haider Kevin Gonzalez Tovar.
Okay. So, Mr. Gonzalez, question for you.
Should I look at the camera or should I look at you?
You do whatever you want,
Okay.
man. So, what got you into stand up?
Uh, wow. A podcast back home of comedians that I really liked. Yeah.
Uh, what's your opinion about the scene in Edmonton?
I like it. It's cool. It's a lot of spaces to perform, and people is very nice and open to give you opportunities and to teach you. It's not many. Like people doesn't close the scene. I feel it's very open for everybody to try, and yeah, it's nice scene.
Out of all the shows you've ever performed, what's your favorite show you've ever done and why?
Oof. Depends, like favorite in which sense?
Your favorite show ever, like when you think of your like when you think of your best crowd, your best everything, you think of that time. What's your favorite crowd you've ever done? Your favorite show in general?
Joke jokes.
Yuck yucks.
Joke jokes. I have a fun time in joke jokes.
Yeah,
Like I feel close to a theater, but it's still a club.
yeah.
It's very fun.
And what would be your advice for any new comedians, or just advice that you've learned from life?
Uh, be humble. Watch the tape. And read. I guess, yeah. Be humble. Watch the video when you perform, and always have an open mind to learn, because it's always things to learn about yourself, and be real. Don't be somebody else. Be yourself, because that's the funniest person alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, wrapping up this interview, what are your final thoughts? Anything in general you want to say to this video?
Um, share love. Share a lot of love, and it's sleep. Yeah. Don't skip on sleeping, and share love, and don't masturbate too much. But
Shit.
masturbate, not too much. That's it.
Okay. Now just wave to the camera, say bye.
Bye.
Okay, good evening. Can you state your name for the camera, please?
My name is Dan Brodrib.
All right, and how long have you been doing stand up here?
I came back in 2022. I
Okay.
did stand up for about 10 years, from 2004 to 2014. Took a decade off, and then when my love passed away, I needed to fill the time, so I came back in 2022.
All right. Okay, so let's get into it. What is your opinion about the scene in Edmonton?
I love it. I am very biased because, as I said, I came back after a personal tragedy, so just being around comics again really kind of lifted me up. Just the joy of being around other people and being around other funny people. So it was amazing. So I love it.
All right, and what's your favorite show you've done in your whole career?
My whole career.
Whole career.
This is going to sound corny, but the show I'm on right now is always the most fun because I am an old man now and I'm starting to recognize that I'm closer to the end of my career than the beginning. So it's just like, all right, I made it on to another one.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
that's good. And what really got you into stand up before your loss? Sorry to hear about that, by the way. And
Oh.
what got you into it before that?
So the first time another stand-up comic, his name's Steve McCarthy, he retired in 2013, saw me MC at my brother's wedding, and he suggested I'd give it a try. And I went up there and I won a draw at the Yuck Yucks in Londonderry, and I bombed for 3.5 minutes straight.
There was a Yuck Yucks in Londonderry?
Yeah, so before it went to the casino, it was in Londonderry. And
And
before
then-
Londonderry, it was in West Edmonton Mall.
It was at Bourbon Street, correct?
Yeah. And then
All right.
before Bourbon Street, it was the Point or something on the south side. So, but that was
Wow.
before my time.
Oh wow, okay. And I'll give you a closing interview question. What would be a piece of advice to any new comedian, or just somebody in general?
That's a really hard question because it's so different for everybody. I think just showing up is really helpful. Showing up consistency is really helpful. And then finding out what you love about comedy and doing that, because there's a lot of things that can be hard and can pull you in different directions. It's not an easy business. So I would say getting back, like for me, I know what's important to me is the comedy. I really love the technical end of it, the trying to get a joke to work, the fussing around on stage. And that really helps me when the business side stresses me. I know that I will love the comedy. And the other thing is just really appreciate the people. Even if you don't like them, you will never meet anybody like comedians. We are so freaking weird. So just, it's an amazing, yeah. So appreciate them. Whether you love them or hate them, you'll never meet anyone like them.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Broderick. Can we just get a wave goodbye? Okay, thank you. Can you state your name for the camera, please?
Pop Smoke.
You don't need to put it so close. You can pick up pretty good.
Oh, okay, Pop Smoke. No, my name is Wyatt Eddie.
Yeah, put it right here. This is like, yeah, right there. Okay. Turn it. Ew. Anyways, okay. So, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food.
Yeah.
What a great question. What a great question. Favorite food. You know, we're gonna have to go like all time.
Yeah.
No, I like Indian Vindaloo.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get to the serious questions because my brain kind of blanked when I was going to start asking you questions. What's your honest opinion about the Edmonton comedy scene?
Oh, very welcoming. A scene of extremes. Really, really funny, and then really, really not funny. One of the comedians lives right there. Who'd have thunk?
That's Ryan Short's
That
home.
great people, diverse, a little gay, but that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
into it.
All right, now I have an exclusive question that I'm only going to ask you. What's your opinion on the Edmonton improv scene? No, I'm just kidding.
I like improv. I do. I haven't been exposed to a lot of improv. I just like what do you call it? It's also a little gay sometimes. It has that rap against it, but
Yeah.
I don't think so. People think it's like goofy and fun and flamboyant, and it is.
Yeah.
I haven't got to try it. I
Oh.
miss the grindstone.
You miss the grindstone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce you. Is this Brandon hosts or fucking Wyatt? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. People call me Brandon all the time.
Wyatt hosts the Public Access Program, an amazing show, funny. I've been
Mhm.
on it twice.
Beautiful.
One time I had a gender identity crisis.
That's true. You had your first kiss, I heard.
Yeah, my first kiss was with a man, Uncle Hack, part of the Danger Cats. Anyways, we're getting off topic. What? So how long have you been doing stand up for?
This summer will be 3 years. So yeah,
3
yeah,
years.
pretty new.
Oh shit. So in your 3 years, Wyatt, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, Wyatt. I hate you so fucking much. Fuck
Well, I
you.
think the audio will be good at that. That was a really loud one. I could feel that it was gonna be. I could feel that it was gonna be voluminous, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna want that on audio."
Oh, and I have fucking. Oh, people are gonna smell your farts.
No, that sounds good. I held it far away.
Okay, we don't need to talk about it.
Fart jokes kill, man.
Anyways, so in your whole time doing
Wait till
stand-
you hear it. It was like when you sit on the shower floor and fart. It's like where like it slaps that extra surface. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, okay, 2 questions now.
Yeah.
Your favorite show that you've ever done?
Oh, I like doing the comic strip here. That's the best venue. So like when the comic strip's full, that's cool. Yeah.
All right, and
I took a bath with Corey Seconder once. That was cool.
okay, and this is a funny question. Have you ever had a fart so bad that it woke you up in the middle of the night?
No, but I've had my dog get woken up by her farts, and that's cute. Like she'll be in the middle of like you know when dogs are asleep and they start to like shudder and shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she'll fart and she'll wake up. But no,
Oh.
I've never farted and woke myself up. I've pissed the bed and woke up as a child.
As
I don't
a
think I've ever
child.
pooped. I don't think I've ever pooped the bed. Have you ever pooped the bed?
I've actually never pooped my bed. I used to pee
Wait,
the
I
bed.
have another fart coming. Do you want that on audio or no?
Just fart. I don't give a shit anymore. This,
Might have been.
I'm just gonna make a compilation of Wyatt's farts, and that's just
That would
gonna
be
be a
funny.
short on Instagram.
Honestly, that fart is the funniest thing I did during this interview. It was like, yeah, it did. Like you could. The sound of the fart is not what people think. It's not the air escaping the hole. It's the sound
Yeah.
of the cheeks hitting together.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know that.
Okay, and this is the final question for this interview. Why'd you get rid of your long hair?
I had long hair.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's like my beard where I'm always just not thinking of the length of it. And then at one point when I have time in my schedule, I'm like, oh shit, I should cut that. Yeah. Do I look better with long hair?
I think you look better with short hair.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's
Short-
already getting too long right now.
Yeah, no,
You
with
should see
long
my pubes.
with long hair you look like Benjamin Franklin.
And here I look like, I don't know. But yeah, I need to go see Simon Gorsak, my barber.
Okay, and what would be
What's
your
this for? Is this going on Pornhub or what?
No, it's going on YouTube. I'm making
Okay,
a
beautiful.
interview for just a vlog.
I like
kind of.
calling this, it's like a really tiny penis.
Yeah. But no, this is just a vlog, just vlogging my experience. And
Cool. Yeah.
based on the amount of interviews I got today, I think I'm gonna make it a daily thing where I just
You should.
make it a today's Monday, so I go at interviews, I introduce the place, and then talk to some comedians.
Fuck
But
yeah.
yeah, my final question for you. This is the actual final question. What would be your greatest advice for any up and coming stand up comedian or for just somebody in general?
Oh, do it because you really like it. Because there's no other benefits to it. So you gotta really like it.
All right.
You gotta
And
love it because there's nothing in it. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna shoot yourself in the mouth. Dude, I did an old folks home on the weekend. It was by far the worst show I've ever done in my
yeah, I
life.
saw Cam post about it. It was like one blind lady in the front. That
One
looked
was
like,
blind and one guy fell asleep.
yeah, she looked like the lady from Deadpool.
That was 40% of the audience of the 5 people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, one of them fell asleep. We had to check that he wasn't dead. For real.
Damn, you killed the crowd.
I killed.
You
I
really
fucking I
killed.
destroyed.
And for the youngsters out there,
Yeah.
what is your opinion on people getting peer pressured into vaping, drinking, drugs, or alcohol?
No, don't believe don't it's not that bad. You'll be fine. You can vape and
Yeah.
you can vape and drink a little bit. But don't ever do something because of peer pressure. Don't do drugs.
All right. Well, thank you, Wyatt. Can we just get a little wait?
I didn't have
You're
one.
gonna shit yourself.
I don't think that one was as audible.
Can we get a wave goodbye? Just to say bye.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. What's your name for this interview?
Simon Glassman.
All right, Mr. Glassman. How long have you been doing stand up for?
I've been doing it for 10 years.
10 years. Okay. What is your opinion on the stand up scene here in Edmonton?
I think it's really good and healthy, and a lot of people are very funny.
Could you hold the mic a little bit closer, please?
I think it's good and healthy, and I think a lot of people are very funny.
What's one of your favorite memories you had on stage? What's one of your favorite crowds you've ever done?
Crowds that I've ever done? Gosh. That's a really good question. Pass.
Pass. What kind of advice could you give to any new stand-up comedian?
I think that you should ignore all of the other comedians and just perform your comedy the way that you would like to do it. And also, you should not take advice from any of the local stand-up comedians, especially if they are not professional comedians. Everybody's a failure, so it's like you have way more chance to do well if you are just being true to yourself.
All right, and final kind of interview question for you is what's your biggest bomb you've ever had?
What's that?
Your biggest bomb you've ever had, like the
Oh,
set you
wow.
bombed the hardest.
Probably pretty recently. I think I bombed in Grand Prairie in the first 2 years of doing stand up. And I remember there you have to do a full half hour if you're opening. And I remember thinking like I got like 3.5 hours, so I'm totally good. And then I went up and because there's no laughs, I went through all of my jokes in the first 2 minutes. And so it just was like, hey, what? And I started panicking, and I looked at my watch or phone or whatever, and I'm like, holy shit, I have so much more time that I have to just fill up by being like, man, Grand Prairie is really cool. Thanks so much for having me.
Damn.
And I remember calling pretending like I went to the strip club and the girls weren't hot enough for me because I felt really insecure and I wanted to, yeah. I wanted to sound like I was like a bad boy. I was like, those girls aren't even hot. I wasn't even there.
And what's your opinion on the matter of the recent closing of the Comedy Factory in Gateway Boulevard?
Comedy Factory was like one of my favorite venues to do comedy because they always give you lots and lots of time, and also it's a really exciting time to be able to do so much, just infinity amount of stand up. A lot of people really didn't like it because of some of, I guess, like politics around it. But yeah, I think probably best website in Canadian comedy, and also some of my favorite times during stand up because
Just give me a wave bye. Say bye bye.